I don't know why women costumes are so
Pokey. They're very pokey.
uncomfortable.
Some distance is required just to protect your humanity thing. So my first film was actually like school. Like I know it's called student theatre, but it was actually film school for me.
My dad was very hypercritical about me since childhood.
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah and today I'm going to be having a conversation with two काफी talented people in the house. It's Ayushmann Khurrana and Ananya Panday. What's up?
Hi Shravan, love your energy.
Really focused. I was just gonna
Yeah.
ask you, but now I don't need anything.
Love the trailer of Dream Girl 2.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
ask you this.
Yeah.
That thanks for breaking the norm of toxic masculinity that's there. Because there is a certain things that have been fed to all of us, right? Like this is how you're supposed to be. And being actor for doing that. Okay, when you were approached to do something like this, okay, did you have any inhibitions?
Not at all. You know, coming from a theatre background, you always are open to challenges and doing something different. Coming from street theatre background, you always have that need to usher certain social change
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just it's a subtext of entire filmography. Then
True.
it mostly depends on the entertainment quotient. But having said that, it's great that by the looks of it, it looks like it's breaking that toxic masculinity. But it's not a social comedy. It's not a social comedy.
Yeah.
It's plain comedy. But yeah, it's exciting. It's challenging, and love playing Pooja in Dream Girl 2.
For sure.
Yeah.
Pooja for life.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this, Ananya, that comedy as a genre, while people think that it's a very easy genre, it's not, because there are times when the joke can land in the first take and nahi ho pata kabhi kabhi. But you need to have the same energy even for, let's say, the 10th take.
Yeah.
How has your experience been with comedy this time?
I mean, even in this film, similar to Pati Patni or Wo, I'm kind of reacting to all of the comedy that's going on around me. I have some lines which I guess my character unknowingly says that's supposed to be funny. So my comedy is not very slapstick in that way.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
more situational in
Yeah.
that sense. So there's a lot of reacting to do. There's a lot of playing off the other actors, and I've been very lucky that I'm working with stalwarts of acting and comedy. They're all legends, and yeah, so they've made my job a lot easier because I just have to react to everything that they're doing. But comedy is very, very tough.
Yeah.
It's
I was
serious
there
business.
I was there at the trailer launch, and I remember you saying that when you wore the wig, it got too sweaty, and she was like, "Now you know what actresses
I'm
deal
always
with."
saying this to him.
Yeah. What are the other things you realized that damn, ye kafi was the costume also difficult?
Very difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know why women costumes are so
Pokey. They're very pokey.
uncomfortable. Like sequence पहनो तो पूरे sequence में निशान पड़ जाते हैं. It's unbelievable, and that too in the summers of Uttar Pradesh, Mathura में 45 degrees Celsius. It was not easy. Wig, makeup पिघल रहा है. It was just so uncomfortable.
Damn. Have you also had any such marks during
I mean,
all your films?
Always.
All your
yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
They're used to these costumes.
Damn.
Yeah.
But as artists, that's another thing that nobody talks about, right? Like, okay, of course, you see actors wearing these amazing costumes and all of that, but you don't know that at times they actually like hurt.
Yeah,
No,
please
it's
look at
just-
my heels today. They're 5
But-
inches.
It's just that it's just this discomfort with. It's a man's world, I think. If you wear a suit, a shadi or a sherwani, they're very comfortable. Look at women wearing heavy lehengas,
Yeah.
heels, and uncomfortable clothes. It's just
Makes sense.
it's unfair.
Totally. मतलब क्या ही बात कर रहे हैं? There was another thing that I overheard you say at an interview, that you've been a Madhuri Dixit fan, and
Yeah.
the kind of fan following or the stardom that actors enjoyed back then, it's probably that stardom will never come back, because today if I want to see what an Ayushmann Khurrana and they are doing, all I can do is go to your social media profiles, right? And I know, okay, what is your take, or how do you define stardom today? How do you define stardom today?
It definitely has changed a lot because back in the day, I feel like stars were not so easily accessible.
Yeah.
They were, what you'd see on the big screen, and then you'd maybe see one magazine interview of theirs. There wouldn't be this constant paparazzi culture. There would be no social media at that time and stuff. So that is before I became an actor, that's what I thought being an actor was and being a star was. And it has changed a lot. But that's the thing with time and generations. It is supposed to change. It is supposed to evolve. But I think as actors, it probably is our responsibility somewhere to protect ourselves, because some distance is required just to protect your humanity in any way. If you're not able to observe from afar, you kind of lose that touch of
That's
being
true.
an actor, I feel. So you need to have some distance. But what I like about it is the connectivity with people. I think that's a plus point of it,
Yeah.
that you can talk to your fans so easily, you can interact with them, and you can also break this these unrealistic expectations that people think that we're glamorous all the time, we look a certain way, we behave a certain way. With the help of social media, you can help break that. You can show a
Yeah.
real side of you. You can show
Yeah.
that we are normal people also, and we also have normal lives as well. So there's good and
Good
bad
and
to
bad,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, but that stardom and that star culture has definitely changed. Yeah.
It's a generational shift more than anything else. And back in the day, the stars used to be bold with their statements also. If
Now
you read,
everyone's too scared. Yeah.
everyone is little, I don't know, but they're a little cautious. They were really bold with the statements. If you read old magazines and the interviews,
Yeah.
they could just say anything. They used to wear their heart on their sleeve. They were just being so real and candid. That's unbelievable. I used to go through all those magazines
Yeah.
as a kid. I used to love reading
Even I
those
used to love
magazines.
Stardust.
So
Yeah.
I don't know whether you know real individuals via social media, because it could be an alter ego, could be the happier side. What is happening in their life, you really don't know.
Yeah.
So you think you know the stars, or maybe you know that particular person on social media, maybe you don't know that person.
Yeah.
So it's I still feel it totally depends on the success or whatever you're achieving more than anything else. Yes, you have that, the leeway of watching them, whatever they're doing in their daily lives, but that's about it. It's also your call whether to be on social media or not. But for somebody like me, it is imperative, because I've always been that relatable guy as a radio presenter or TV presenter. I can't do without relatability.
Yeah.
If I grow distance like with people or the followers, I think I thrive on that.
Yeah.
So some people don't. So it's individual based. It works for me.
Yeah. Very well said.
Yeah.
What is that one thing, as soon as you entered the industry, like probably you had an image in your head that this is what being an actor is going to be like, and that probably that bubble broke? What was that thing
I
for you?
think it was all technical aspects of it. Like, I did not know camera setups and angles. I'm like, why are we doing the scene so many times? I thought it just happens once and then you just get it and you get it,
Yeah.
and then any cameras anywhere and it'll just capture you. So Tiger used to literally move me between shots because I started when I was 18.
The
I was
mark.
much younger. Yeah. So technically I knew nothing. So my first film was actually like school. Like, I know it's called Student Theatre, but it was actually film school for me because I learned everything about just
Oh.
technical aspects of filmmaking on that set.
Do you guys ever go back and rewatch any of your work?
I normally don't do it.
Even I don't.
You don't?
I think I just see it twice, like
Uh-huh.
when it comes out, and like little time after, and then I don't. But I'm not conscious about it. I just don't feel like doing it.
And let's say, like, like after Dreamgirl 2, when fans message you that, hey, you were so good in that scene. Like, of course, as somebody who's done that, you understand what that person's trying to say. But are you able to completely decipher, what you actually put in that scene and that emotion that reached your audience? Are you guys, because I remember, when I watched Gehraiya, there's this one scene in the bedroom with you and Deepika, and I loved it so much. I'm like,
Thank you.
damn, it hit me hard. So that scene. And with you also, like anything that you do, like that whether the project does well or no, but that Ayushmann Khurrana will push the envelope all the time. So are you guys able to understand when your fans reach out to you and tell you that, bro, you were so good in this?
It's a great validation. Eventually, you're doing it for validation from yourself,
Yeah.
from your family, and of course, most importantly, the audience. And it feels great when they comment on certain scenes or certain nuances you add in your craft or your character. But again, I don't watch my films on repeat.
Never.
Once, probably during the edit or maybe the premiere, you're trying to just make people.
And the first time you're watching it with so many people, and you're just like,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
And if you're self-critical, you just
Yeah.
okay, let it be.
Self-critical.
Either
I
you
got so much. The first time I watch myself, I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, why am I looking like, what am I, like, I'm just cringing. Then the second time, I'm able to watch it as a movie.
You never watch the monitor also, you guys?
I do.
It depends.
You do.
I do,
Sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes you do.
If I feel like I can change something or do something better, or if the director tells me to watch it, but it's not like I have to do.
Yeah. another thing that happens to artists is, with of course a lot of praise also comes a lot of criticism, right? Now, when there is praise, great, you're being appreciated for what you're doing. But when there is criticism that comes your way, how do you keep yourself motivated as an artist? Because you have to believe in yourself, because otherwise who's going to believe in you, right?
I think it's about filtering what's constructive criticism and then what is just, mindless trolling in
Yeah.
that way. And if you're able to kind of pick up what you can work on, it's about getting better. I think none of us want to sit here and be like, I'm the best and I don't want to grow from here and become complacent in that way. I think
Yeah.
everyone has something to learn. It'll be the most boring thing in the world if you know everything. So I think you can learn something from everyone. So you just need to filter the right thing out and filter out what's kind of unnecessary in that way.
I take criticism as motivation.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just
Is that easy,
Yeah,
though?
it's not easy, but I have that inherent nature of just pushing the envelope. If somebody criticizes me more or maybe whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
you
just
feel like proving.
it just ushers you to give your best.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. And I think that's the upbringing I've gotten from my family. My family is very critical about me. My dad was very hypercritical about me since childhood.
Yeah.
So I think I've been schooled well like that.
The last one coming away, guys.
Ah.
Tell me the 3 things that you guys have learned from Pooja that you are going to use in your real life.
From Pooja.
Yeah.
Listen, she's very confident.
Okay.
Um,
I sounded like from Pooja.
she's very confident.
Huh?
She has the ability to change in and out of clothes and hair and makeup very fast, which I wish my team would understand and be able to execute. And
I sounded like, wow.
I never thought this will happen.
what else have I learned from Pooja?
What else
She's
have you
very
learned?
graceful, her mataks, yeah.
Anna? Yes.
Thanks, guys. I can't be self-congratulatory, so I don't think you have to learn anything from Pooja. Pooja, it's a con. It's a con. Don't do that. Don't
Real life
don't
lessons
do
from
that. If you
Pooja.
really
Don't learn
want
anything
to. Don't do that. Even like, if course, if you really want to be a girl, just go for it. But just to con somebody is not right. So it's comedy. Yeah. Yeah.
But thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for talking to me. All the very best for Dream Girl 2.
Thank you.
Looks
Thank
we
you.
interesting. And I know we interesting. It's giving everything. But yeah, keep killing it, guys, with everything that you guys do. And I'm going to see you guys super soon. Till then, this one is a wrap.